Hi, welcome to Scriptures Unveiled with Ebony and Ivory.
Yay! We are in the city of Capetown.
Yes, so we're finishing up our trip to South Africa.
On our safari.
Yes, so now we're in the city, so we may hear some city sounds. So, but we did want to talk about our experience in the safari.
Oh, yes.
With the animals.
Oh, it was really, really amazing.
Yes.
I know the animals, I realized that I didn't expect on the safari to see the animals so close.
Yes, we got up really close and personal.
We did.
We were within just a few feet.
Yes, and they were not at all alarmed or threatened by us. I just noticed how much very at rest and peace they were. It was like we were literally there seeing them eat. You know, like the lions. We saw all the lions line up as a family. Yeah,
we saw the cheetah. We saw the leopards. We saw leopards, several of them.
The ostrich chasing us, running with us.
Running with us.
Yes.
And the elephants and rhinos and hippos. It was really, really, really nice.
Yes.
So, but one thing we did notice was that the animals were so much at rest.
Yes.
They just kind of were. The hyenas even?
Yeah, they did. They literally walked by us. They weren't alarmed at all. They weren't in defense.
No, and they were just kind of like, they didn't even care we were there.
Not at all.
So one thing that we noticed, spiritually speaking, is that they were in their own environment.
They were their own habitat. They were.
Yeah, so they were at rest in their own habitat.
Yes, they weren't locked up at a zoo or in cages.
Right, and we have nothing against the zoo whatsoever.
We don't.
So I don't mind zoos at all. So, but we did notice that it wasn't like seeing the zoo animals.
It wasn't.
That you have to kind of keep your distance.
Yes.
And that they kind of start growling at you and all that other stuff.
They were much larger too. Like the giraffes were really huge. I had never seen a giraffe so tall before.
Yes, they were
very
really healthy looking.
Yes, very.
And so spiritually, to take us to a picture is kind of how we saw it. We saw that when we are in our own habitat, which is going to be inwardly.
Yeah, in Christ, inwardly.
Then that's where we find our rest and our peace.
We do.
And we're no longer warring or on defense.
Yes. Because ever since the fall, man had to defend. We had to defend our identity, defend who we are, because we lost that inward union with the Lord. You know, even some of us find their identity in, religion or in the Christianity culture. And it's still a defense. You have to defend the gospel. You have to defend who you are. You have to, just put on like a surfacey, like, hey, we're... But when you find that inward, where our home is Christ, literally from within, not from outwardly seeking to find our relationship with Him, it was just a picture just like the animals. You're not threatened by others. You're at rest.
You're at rest, and they didn't do the flight thing either. Because there's that fight and flight that comes from our fallen flesh.
Yes.
And that where you go more withdraw, or you have to run away.
Yep. You have to defend, fight, or like you said, you become withdrawn and you flee.
Right.
And they weren't doing either, the animals.
No.
Yep. And it's the same with us. It's that picture of rest inside of us when we have that inward relationship and union, when our eyes open to that. We're not fighting, we're not flighting. We don't feel like we have to always be threatened by others and their presence, because they weren't.
No, they weren't.
We could literally reach out and touch them. Of course, you can't.
Of course, we're not.
But that's how close we were to the animals.
Yeah, they basically told us as long as we were sitting, they weren't at threat whatsoever. But they did tell us not to stand up.
Yes.
Like in the vehicle, the safari vehicle, because if you're standing up, then it could be a little bit of a threat.
A threat to them, exactly.
Yeah, but as long as we were sitting, they just ignored us. They thought we were another animal that wasn't a threat to them.
Yes, and we were going up really close, like really, really close. I love the part where the lion family came down, and he had about 6 or 7 members in his family. They all lined up, and they just sat, and he sat on the left side of him. It was just so beautiful. It's a picture of us in Christ, where He's our lion, and we're just that family that we're at rest, with Him.
Yeah.
And that was such a monumental picture. It was really,
Yeah, it was really nice.
Really,
yeah.
I
And the
really
spirit,
loved that.
like I said, the spiritual picture.
Yeah.
That when we're at rest with the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, inwardly we have that. We don't have to fight. We don't have to flight.
Yes.
We're at rest. We're at peace.
Yes.
We're in our own habitat.
Yes.
And that's kind of how we experienced it.
We did. Such a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
Yay.
Love experiencing
Love
it with you.
experience. Yes. So we're gonna have to say goodbye from South Africa. And it was really, truly an experience. Make sure you hit the like button, make a comment, subscribe. And we just thank you.
Thank you for joining us.